like I said, I haven't been home.
And home is where now?
Nigeria.
Oh, great. So
now come home and see endorsements enjoy you back home. You will be celebrated all your life. This is huge. Since she came back to Nigeria, everything about her dressing and makeup oozes class. There's a great difference. And did I mention that your girl is already verified on Instagram thanks to the huge, massive Nigerian following and also other people supporting her? And do you see all of the tags for her titles on her bio? Okay. Who else has also noticed that her bio has changed on Google and Wikipedia? Who else noticed that it has changed? Before it was South African model. Now it is Nigerian beauty pageant title holder and model. Okay. Hey my lovelies, welcome back to my channel.
Miss Universe Africa and Oceania, Chidinma Adeshina. Welcome back home.
Thank you so much.
How did you feel when you got to the last 12? Then you progressed to the last 5. Then it was you and Denmark standing on that stage. What was going on in your mind then? Did you think you were going to get that far?
Honestly, I think I'm still processing all the things that happened. I felt like I was only going to make top 30 and I was actually okay with it. You know, I put it in my heart and I was like, I'm just happy I'm going to make top 30. And when I made top 12, I was like, oh my word, like I made it this far. And I was actually really happy because I got to go to the evening gown rounds and I had no expectations whatsoever for top 5. So for me to hear my name in top 5, I was like, oh wow, like this is real. And this is like the main thing, the question rounds, what actually determines the winner. And I did not prepare myself mentally to say, okay, I'm going to answer questions or anything. So to see myself in the top 2 was really an incredible moment for me because I was like, is this me? Like, is this happening? I remember when they told us to move forward, I literally cried and I was like, okay, no, you can't cry. Like, you have to just, you know, hold it back a little bit. But I think it was just all those emotions that were crowded within me just really just wanted to come out and release. But also it was such a proud moment for me. That's why I was like, okay, this is huge. Like, this is really huge.
And did you expect the level of support you got from fans across the world, across the continent, you know, during your time in Mexico?
I did not expect it at all. In case yourself, put Nigeria out there and I know you can do it. And I'm really proud that I got to put Nigeria on the stage.
And you wrote a heartfelt note after you became Miss Universe Africa and Oceania to Nigeria specifically and Africa. You said Nigeria picked you up at your lowest, and on days you were ready to give up on your life, they picked you up. Those are very strong words.
It was a very emotional one for me. I literally even cried after because I was like, this journey has been so hard and I don't think a lot of people understood what I really went through. I think most times I tried to open up about it, but I was also trying not to say much or to offend people. So I just really tried to cover it up as well. So for me, just like getting to that stage, I was so proud, and knowing that I had such a tremendous amount of support, not only from Nigerians, but from Africa. It was just an overwhelming experience because I was like, never once did I think I would receive this love and support, and it felt so refreshing to actually feel so loved and so accepted.
The last time we spoke, you said you were not okay. I'd like to ask, how are you holding up now?
It's still not okay. I think I'm a lot better than what I was before. I think before I was just like really hiding it a lot, and I was like, nah, I'm okay. But I had to acknowledge it, and I think I really did a great job, and I used that little lost strength that I had, and I'm glad that it's all done. So now I can just sit back and just be like, okay, you know what? It's time to focus on you. I need to focus on myself. I need to focus on my mental health, and I think that's really important right now.
And have you seen that therapist yet?
Not yet. Now that I'm back, that's something that I'm definitely looking forward to, so I can just unbox all those emotions.
And your parents how did they feel about your journey and your placing and your win? Were they there in Mexico with you?
No, they were not in Mexico, but they were definitely watching from South Africa. It was such an emotional one for them because I literally video called them and they were so happy, they were so proud, and they were crying because they were like, oh my word, you've been through so much and we never thought that you were this strong and you still wanted to do this, because there were so many times where they kept on saying, like, just leave it, like, don't worry, better things will come. And I was like, listen, there's nothing better that can come. This is my moment. And they were just really so proud of me.
And while you were in Mexico, South Africa Home Affairs released said that they were going to retrieve or withdraw your ID documents and your mother. How did you react to that?
I mean, it was also emotional for me because I was like, oh my God, again? Like, am I going to go through the same process again? I actually felt like I was sort of like withdrawing and getting back into those emotions that I went through the first time. But I know that now this whole competition is done, that's something that I'll also focus on right now.
You address it? You said the last time we spoke that it was a legal issue, that you were not going to speak on that.
Yes, I think as well people are really interested in the story, and like I said, I haven't been home, I haven't heard anything, I haven't sat down with a lawyer or anything, so I can't just say things that I'm not really prepared for. So once I get everything sorted out, it's definitely something that I'll open up with and give people clarity on.
And home is where now?
Nigeria.
Oh, great. So as Miss Africa and Oceania, I got a couple of questions, people asking, what does that mean? What would that entail? What will you be doing?
So we all have different titles. We will be flying out to different countries and having different projects that we'll be doing in these specific countries. We haven't been given clarity yet as to what exactly we'll be doing, but we know for sure that we'll be traveling a lot of countries together and we'll be doing a lot of projects together, and I'm really glad that I get to be that representation for Africa.
And what does this win mean for you generally?
It means a lot. I think it was really worth it because I think I was actually just like, okay, I want to get the crown, I want to get the crown. But then I think I was so focused on not being stopped and not being laughed at and people saying, no, you're not going to win, you're not going to do this. I was really focused on that. But then I think throughout the whole process, I was like, listen, it's not even about that anymore. Like, you've been through so much, you've learned so much, you've grown so much. I feel like you should really focus on a lot more than just wanting the crown. Obviously, all of us want the crown, but there's only one winner and we are 125. So I had to really focus my mind on just like making sure I achieve what I really wanted to. And I actually exceeded my top 30. For me, I was just like, top 30, I'm good. So the fact that I exceeded my expectations, I'm really proud of myself.
And what next for Chidinma Adeshina?
What's next? It's definitely not pageantry. I am putting pageant to bed right now, but I am going to focus more on my education and obviously establishing who Chidinma is, more into runways, more into acting. So many things that I would like to touch on and actually really see where my potentials can go to. So yeah, really looking forward to that.
This is something that came up again and again. Chidinma, where did Adeshina come from?
It's my name, it's my surname. It's a part of who I am, and yeah, there's really nothing much to say about it.
Guys, if you guys really take time to sit down and dissect this thing, you will see that all of the South Africans that allowed themselves to be engulfed by hate and xenophobia for this young woman and started that petition, they did not realize that they were part of the plan, that they were part of God's plan for this young woman. Just remember Joseph's story in the Bible. In order for Joseph to become the governor, to become so powerful that was only second to the king in Egypt, he had to be sold into slavery by his brothers. He had to be betrayed by his brothers. And so I feel like these people did just not realize that they were part of the plan for this young woman. They played their part. In fact, that person that started the first petition against this young woman were part of the plan. Honestly, I just feel like when you think about this young lady's journey, I just feel that this was all pre-planned by God. And I feel like aside a relocation to Nigeria and literally starting a life over, because honestly, today I'm not coming from the angle of just being petty and to pepper South Africans. I feel like everything happening in this girl's young woman's life is already doing enough of that for them. I feel like sometimes we forget the mental health aspect for this young woman, because after all I feel like I have just calmed down, and I'm really taking the time to realize that for a very long time South Africa was home for this young woman. She had friends there, she had a network of people, a social life, and all of that. And as much as Nigeria has given us so much tremendous support, and because of that support, her life has done a 360. In fact, this is more than a 360. This is like a 540 or something. And she's been given opportunity of a lifetime, thanks to Nigerians opening up their hearts and just embracing her and giving her this massive support. And by this her story, not just Nigerians but the world. If you go to our comment section, you see people from everywhere on our IG page, from everywhere, from Asia, from Africa, from America, from everywhere. So it has been tremendous, but we have to also understand that this is going to be an adjustment for her. I feel like it is not just about even living in a different country. It's just about the her having to accept that she was cast out by a country that she called home. I think that sometimes we forget that, and for me, I really just pray that she heals. I really like the fact that she acknowledged it when she was asked if she was okay, and she's like, I'm still not okay, I'm still adjusting. There's been no time to really sit down and heal. It's just been go, and now that the pageant is over, she has time to really just sit down and dissect everything and heal, because she really does need to heal from the trauma. It is trauma. It's just like being disowned by people you've known as parents. It's a lot to take in. But again, I'm just grateful for Nigerians and how much love they shown this young lady. To South Africans that said, we are not part of this buffoonery, we are not part of this savagery, we do not know what this is, we support you, you are one of us. Also to them, thank you. And guys, I was going through this young woman's comment section and I was like, wow, the love is massive. I was looking at her Instagram handle and I'm like, what? Your girl is verified already. This thing, a bio on Google, on Wikipedia has also changed to Nigerian now. She's a Nigerian supermodel. I'm seeing public figure on her Instagram handle. I'm seeing Miss Universe first runner up, Miss Universe Africa and Oceania, Miss Nigeria Universe, and Miss Universe Nigeria, and all of that. Wow, girl has done well for herself. Congratulations to her. The sky is the beginning for her. In the interview, they're also talking about how is she South Africa is also talking about documents and all. I'm like, girl, don't let them steal your joy. If they want to, please, they are not asking you to leave the world, okay? And she even said her parents watched all the way from South Africa. So even though some people have been saying, oh, her parents were kicked out, they're no longer in the country, she clearly said they watched her from South Africa. So people are just carrying all sorts of untruths around, all sorts of rumors, just to fuel their hate. We don't even know what is true and what is not at this point. But one thing that is true is that this girl is a winner. She's winning, and just so very proud of her. Anyways, as I said, let's just all also think about the mental space for her, because this young girl needs to heal. But again, thank you to everyone who has shown support to this young woman. I really wanted to do this video, and I'm still going to do like a sit down, because there's still so much to break down about this young woman and her journey. I really wanted to do a sit down today, but I could not. But I promise you guys that I will. All right? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye, guys.